I don't have good knowledge of English. Never ever try to say this word. Your English may be poor, your English may be of less quality, but you are speaking it in a confident way with a honesty, then definitely they will respect your effort, and these things will fetch you extra marks, and they will give you a chance by selecting you, because they know we all have different purpose for learning spoken English. Some of you want to clear the interview, some of you want to be good speaker like me. I want to be personally a good speaker. So this is my primary requirement. Secondary is something else, of course. And some of you want to get job in some, abroad companies, like multinational companies. That is why you are learning English. What if I tell you that even if you have less knowledge of English, you can easily crack any interview? So in this video, I will be talking about how to introduce yourself, how to present yourself in order to clear the examination, having less knowledge of speaking English. Why I'm focusing on this particular topic today is because one of my viewer have personally, well, not personally, but he commented and asked me that after 2 months he has to appear in the merchant navy interview, and he has good knowledge of reading, writing, as well as understanding English, but whenever it comes to speaking English, he failed. He literally reduce his all the confidence, and he get afraid of speaking English. So without wasting time, let's get started. Friend, actually I have personally been 3 times into SSB interview. SSB interview is service selection interview to become Indian Army. So I have been interviewed 3 times through in army officers. So I know how the environment becomes when you know the answer but you fail to answer in English to the interviewer. Friend, we know that first impression is the last impression in interview stage. So how we should prepare ourselves despite having less knowledge of speaking English in a very less time? I'm going to tell everything and describe each and everything along with my personal experience in this video, so that any of you who is currently preparing for any kind of interview may get little bit help or idea, and you can prepare yourself before time, because 2 months is enough to improve yourself. So let's get started. First thing is, there are so many things, but let me tell you first 3 things. Showing your honesty, showing being confident, as well as not boost up yourself, not show off yourself. These 3 qualities very important. Even if you don't have much knowledge of English and you possess all these 3 quality in your personality, then definitely you are going to do boom in your interview. Let me tell you how. I have seen that there were multiple students who were, having good knowledge of speaking English, and they were able to speak in a very fluent way. They were able to answer each and every question, yet they failed to clear the exam in front of my eyes. I know them. They belong to army officer background. Their father were army officer, but they failed. Reason being, they were not honest. Reason being, some of them were showing off that they belong to so and so high profile background, because their father are serving in Indian Army, Navy, or Air Force, and some of them were overconfident. So these are the reason they could not clear the exam. And you have to also refrain yourself and protect yourself, even if you don't have much knowledge of English, and you include your honesty. Try to be confident and never ever try to show off yourself. Now I will talk about all these 3 things, okay? And this is the first part of the video, and in the second part I will tell about how to introduce and prepare for your interview. Because in this video, if I describe all this thing, if I explain all these thing, it will become so long, which I don't want. So let's get started from one by one what I had told you just now. The honesty is very important. Let's say you have very less knowledge of English, but you know how to present yourself, you know how to express your ideas, then interviewer will be very much happy for you. He will understand that you don't have English knowledge so much, but you are accepting your drawbacks. You know that I have less knowledge of English, but at the same time you are being honest to yourself, answering all the question. Even if you are fumbling, you are speaking in broken English, you are speaking in wrong English, everything would be acceptable by the interviewer. Reason, they know that this is the 12th level or even graduation level of um, entry, and you have long time to long life to I mean, to be, I mean, to progress. Okay, so they know if they do not hire you this time just by telling that you don't have spoken English knowledge, then they would not, they would might lose selecting good person who has a lot of honesty. What I want to say is, if you show your real you, what you are, then definitely they will select you even if you have less knowledge of speaking English language. Reason being, they want to select those students who are honest so that they can stay longer in the service. And in service, we need loyal people, we need honest people. We don't want somebody who is showing his dishonesty. For example, you don't know the answer but you are trying speaking some unnecessary things and trying to attract the interviewers just to get selection. So this will definitely irritate the interviewer and he will not give you marks in order to get through the exam, get through that interview. Now comes, that is why you have to be honest. Whatever answer you know, just explain it in a simple English, even in a broken English, but be honest at that time. Don't try to answer those questions which you don't know the answer. Just simply say, sorry, sir, I will go back and try to, I will go back and read about this thing. So this will give a kind of impression, good impression over the interviewer, and your chances of selection would be higher in comparison to other people who are trying to be dishonest, who don't know answers, still they are struggling to answer and trying to attract the attention of that interviewer. Now comes the second part, confidence. You have to be confident. See, in my case, when I was appearing, I had appeared in interview. That time I knew the answer but I was not able to translate it. And every time I go to appear in the interview, I used to be confident, I used to make eye to eye confident and always got appreciation of this particular quality of mine. In fact, all officer always told me in all the interview that good, you have good confidence, you are not afraid of facing the interview. But what landed me failing this examination was my fear. I got afraid of saying answer even in a broken English. I thought people have good English here, all student and candidate belong to very good family background, they have English language, they know how to answer it. And every time I was able to answer, those things were spinning in my mind, those rubbish thing was circulating in my mind and ultimately stopped me answering the question in cool and calm way. So that's why I got I would say less confidence, or I would say that I got afraid, I got fearful, and that's how I failed to answer even in broken English or wrong English. And because of that particular moment, I could not clear the examination. Now comes the third and important part, never ever try to show yourself much in front of these people because they are so much experienced, they have served in fact 20 years or more than that in that organization, so they know how to pick the exact and qualified eligible candidate for their organization. And when it comes to defense and forces, obviously they check all these officers like quality. So if you don't have these quality, no matter how much talented you are, no matter how much confident you are, you will never ever be selected. So what comes under showing off? For example, you have so many achievements despite having good education background. Maybe you have scored very well in your academics. Apart from that, you must have you may have uh, multiple achievements in different categories. For example, you may be national level of athlete, you are good in cricket, you have been captain of cricket at a state level or national level, something like that. You may be a good artist, you can paint or sketch within a minute, or you can sketch anybody's face within a minute or 5 minutes. Or let's say you are a good swimmer, you can sing a song very nicely just like a singer. Or you are maybe all these achievements really help you to add extra marks during the interview. But if you are trying to show off in every answer that you are the best, then no matter how many achievement you have, you will never be selected by these people. So every time, whenever you are going to appear in any interview, always remember this three quality you must have in it you. Okay, Like, as I said, honesty. Show your honesty and be honest. Don't fake it. Don't show the fake honesty over there. No, whatever you are, show your reality. Show your real you. Okay, whatever you are, just show to them. If you have little knowledge of speaking English, because this video is regarding how to face interview, being less, that means being less knowledge of speaking English. So this is what we require. Okay, we never make this mistake just by uh, presenting in front of them that I don't have good knowledge of English. Never ever try to say this word, because your English may be poor, your English may be of less quality, but you are speaking it in a confident way with a honesty, then definitely they will respect your uh, effort, and these things will fetch you extra marks, and they will give you a chance by by selecting you, because they know in a long run you are going to improve yourself. You have that attitude, you are confident, you are honest, you don't show off. So these things are pretty much required when you are going to be hired by any organization, any force interview, defense interview, or any multinational company. Okay, talent is obviously requirement in everywhere, but apart from all these things, nowadays particularly honesty is very important. Not showing off is very important. Being confident and believing in yourself is very, very much important. So I hope this video have added a little bit value to your preparation of facing interview, preparing for any interview, to face interview in your future. And in second part I would be talking about how to introduce ourselves and relate it to that multiple question. So this video is all about that. And thank you everyone, and keep commenting your queries so that I can come up with different interview with some interesting topic. So that's all for today's. Thank you, bye, take care, and always keep working hard so that you can get all the achievement and become successful in your desired field. So thank you, bye.